Hello everyone, welcome back to Video Game Classroom. My name is Patrick, and this is New Game Pickups. This is just going to be a monthly show where I show you some of the new purchases I've made in the past month or so, whether they be games themselves or, things that relate to games, just things that I think are going to be great additions to my collection. Some of the things you see behind me, whether it be, figures, games themselves, guidebooks, stuff like that. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. One of the first games I picked up the past month is Dishonored Definitive Edition for Xbox One. I'm a big fan of the franchise, but I've only ever had the original back on PS3. And of course, with backwards compatibility issues, I wanted it to be on a console I can play without having to hook up my old systems. So I decided to get it for Xbox One, and I'm actually going to be getting the rest of the franchise with Dishonored 2 and Death of the Outsider here very shortly. But yeah, I wanted to pick this up. I've also never played the DLC. Just a big fan of, obviously, stealth games in general, but of course Dishonored and Arcane Studios overall. I love Prey. I can't wait for Deathloop. Just something that I'm very happy to have because this game doesn't come in stock very often anymore. So I managed to pick this up on eBay for about $12 or so, and I'm very happy with it. Next up, we have a game that isn't received very well, or wasn't, and I want to say that I kind of called it. I knew this was going to happen. I don't take any pride in it, but it was very disappointing to see, and I never managed to pick it up. I never really had any desire to, because I thought this trilogy ended with Commander Shepard, and that was it. I didn't think about playing anymore. I didn't really want to get into the franchise overall, and that game is Mass Effect Andromeda for Xbox One. I've been on the Mass Effect train all the way since the book Revelations for the prequel that set up the original back on Xbox 360 when it was still exclusive. So I've been with the franchise for a long time, but like I said, I never really had any desire to explore it outside of Shepard and the Reapers and anything like that. But I got it for like $8 on Amazon, and I thought, well, even if it's absolutely terrible, it was only $8, so I'll definitely give it a shot. And maybe I'll play it on stream here one day soon when I go through the entire trilogy again. I haven't played it in many years, so I'm definitely looking forward to jumping back into that and finally checking out Andromeda and seeing what was so wrong about the entire game overall. Next up, I actually have bought 3 games in a lot on eBay, and that is the Max Payne trilogy for Xbox. Once again, backwards compatibility, also uniformity. So, really quick adjustment. I just found out that all 3 Max Payne games are not backwards compatible. So I want to make sure that it looks very nice and neat. I have the original, Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, and then Max Payne 3. I played this game initially on PlayStation 2 way back when. I never really got that far though, because I got stuck on the infamous red line to the baby crib and kept falling over and over and over again and couldn't manage to beat it. But then I bought a used copy at GameStop sometime like a decade ago and managed to get through it. Absolutely loved it. Got Max Payne 2. I in fact still have those original copies that I got from GameStop, but I don't really like when things don't look good. So it has like the gross used sticker, and it has like all like the gumminess to it. You can feel it, and that's stuff that I just don't really like. So I was like, you know what, I gotta rebuy these games so they look better on my bookshelf. And for Max Payne 2, it just looks absolutely terrible because it's one of those like generic GameStop used copy cases that they didn't have a case for. So when they took the game, they just put it in their own case. I hate this. And I was like, this can't suffice. So that's why I went out and I bought the entire trilogy. Next up, I have Ninja Gaiden Black for Xbox. This is an updated version of the original Ninja Gaiden for Xbox, kind of like a director's cut. It predates Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which is how I first got into the franchise on PlayStation 3, and I think that Ninja Gaiden Sigma is one of the best games I've ever played. Definitely like top 20, top 30 of all time. It is phenomenal, one of the most well-balanced action games ever made, and I wanted to check this out for sure, and I wanted to, like I said, more uniformity, more green boxes, I guess you could say. I really got to get my Xbox collections up. So I was like, okay, I've got to get Ninja Gaiden Black, and then Ninja Gaiden 2 for 360, and the dreaded Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge for Xbox 360 as well. I have Razor's Edge and Sigma 2, but they're on PlayStation, and I kind of want to still play them, but I don't want to hook up my PS3. So definitely I'm about to complete my collection of this as well, so in future episodes, I'm sure I'll be talking about Ninja Gaiden 2 and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge as well. But I've also never played Black either. I've only played Sigma, and I know that these don't have the Rachel chapters in them, but I'm still excited to replay this nonetheless. It's been many years since I jumped into the world of Ninja Gaiden, and please, now that we're done with Neo 2, Team Ninja, it's time to make Ninja Gaiden 4. Let's get it done. PS5, Xbox Series X, let's roll it out. And now, to wrap up our games part, I finished out my Splinter Cell collection with Splinter Cell 3D for Nintendo 3DS. This is kind of like a version of Chaos Theory. It's just it's really not like the main standard game, but I just wanted it to, I wanted to have every entry in the franchise. So minus like the Nokia N-Gage ones. But I decided to pick this up. I actually got this for $10, sealed, brand new, on eBay. So very thankful to get this. Definitely the last one that they had. I'm really not sure if, this game, you can even find this game sealed for that great of a price anywhere else. So I was very thankful to get that. And then I also got Splinter Cell Essentials for PSP. Like I said, I just wanted to pick up every game, finish off my collection. I also managed to get all the books as well, finish out my book collection for Splinter Cell. So now I do have an entire set of Splinter Cell. And I can't wait to replay this franchise, and hopefully with the new Netflix show, with Sam Fisher showing up in Rainbow Six Siege, we'll actually get a new Splinter Cell game sometime this coming generation. I would just like one final send-off for Sam Fisher. It would be very, very nice to see. And then, in case you're wondering what these games are here, these are just, obviously, the original game and Chaos Theory. I was going to pull this up when I was talking about Splinter Cell 3D, but then I forgot why I even put this over here, but whatever. These are just part of the Splinter Cell collection. And then last, we have a guide, or like a lore book, I guess you could say. Finally, I've been waiting a very long time for this. It's been pushed back many, many times. I always see the Amazon order being like, sorry, your delivery date got pushed back. It got pushed back. The release date is not this month. It'll be this month and this month. And I just wasn't sure when this was ever coming out, but I finally got my limited edition World of Cyberpunk 2077 lore book, and just kind of like, I don't know what you want to call it, just overall compendium for the game. So it includes some unique stuff, definitely some cool stuff like Welcome to Night City, sort of like you're getting like a Corpo pack, and I just dropped it all over the floor, so that's great. But yeah, you get these rub-on tattoos, which honestly I'm kind of bummed about. I wish they were stickers, not rub-on tattoos. Never really going to use these, so I don't know why, but whatever. It fits the game, obviously, but for a collector, not so much. And then I also have postcards from Night City. Definitely some cool stuff here. Just some of the vehicles that you see, so like vehicles that you'll see driving around Night City or in the Badlands, if you take like the Nomad class. So very, very cool to see. I think these are definitely a nice touch. I might actually frame these and maybe add them to a display or something down the line, but very, very cool. And then lastly, we have the Johnny Silverhand poster that you can see here. Very cool. This is Keanu Reeves' character from the game. The only issue with these kind of posters is they're useless. They're absolutely useless because you can't get those creases out. It's impossible. It is utterly impossible. So when you get one of those folded posters like you used to get with Brady game strategy guides, they're done. They're cooked. You're never going to be able to display them, at least not without the creases. So that's unfortunate, but still a cool little thing to have. And then I've got the guidebook itself. Very nice and detailed. Talks about things like the Fourth Corporate War, the Reunification Metal Wars, cybernetic enhancements, the different generations of cybernetic enhancements, tech ammo. It is just so nice to see. Really helps kind of open up the world of Night City and Cyberpunk overall, even dating back to Mike Pondsmith's board game Cyberpunk 2020. So it is going to be a phenomenal world to jump into, to explore. Obviously, when this comes out, I'm getting it just like the rest of the world, and I'll be streaming it for many, many weeks, many playthroughs. I'm still not sure what I'm going to play through first. Either it might be Corpo, but I'm leaning more towards Nomad to start. And I hope you guys will join me when I do stream it in November. You can catch me on Twitch 5 days a week at Video Game Classroom on Twitch. I'll leave a link down below to my channel. And yeah, that'll wrap it up for me today. I hope you enjoyed this first video of my new game collections. I'll be back next month with another video. I'll try to pick up some cool, unique things if I find them. I really haven't been out to a used store since the outbreak, so I definitely need to get on that. I know they're open around where I live, so got to don my mask and some gloves, head down there. Hopefully I can find some good collections for like Metroid or Dark Souls or Zelda or anything that you know, would be fitting for my collection. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I will leave a link to my previous video on Last of Us Part 2 down below in the description. I hope you'll check that out. And I will see you next week for my top 5 list. What it'll be, well, you'll just have to tune in and find out. Until then, take it easy.